Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Gloomhaven, shall we? We're going to be playing this tonight for the turn-based Thursday Fest, and I'm excited to give this a shot because I've always wanted to play the physical board game, and I want to see if I can learn enough through the digital version to see if I might want to purchase and play the physical board game. Alex, Heathrun, Neko, Siloom, good evening, good to see you. So because I've never played the physical board game of Gloomhaven upon which this is based, I'm going to do the tutorial here so I can familiarize myself with the mechanics. And we're going to go ahead and do the basics.
Welcome, Guildmaster.
Hi.
I'm the guild trainer, and I'm here to guide you through setting up your own mercenary guild. Let's start with you guiding the brute through this first tutorial.
Okay, we're guiding the brute. Before we get to the action, you'll want to acquaint yourself with how to adjust your view of the battlefield, so let's go over camera controls. Indeed, we should. You use WASD to pan the camera, Q and E to rotate. Indeed, you can rotate the camera by dragging the mouse. Yep, you sure can. In Gloomhaven, you control a party of mercenaries, each equipped with a deck of ability cards. These cards are how your mercenaries will explore dungeons, fight enemies, and loot treasure. At the beginning of each round, the first thing to do is to select 2 cards for each mercenary to use on their turn. Interesting. Didn't know it had any cards involved. In this tutorial, the brute has just 3 cards at his disposal, and you can see highlighted on the left, Grab and Go, Trample, and Provoking Roar. Provoking Roar is grayed out to indicate that it is currently discarded for the sake of the tutorial, so for now let's just select the 2 cards the brute has available. Alright, so we need to select Trample, and let's check this out. So it says attack for 3 damage and piercing damage 2, and then it says I move 4 and I can jump and attack for 2, target all enemies moved through. So I don't really know how to interpret. I can either maybe play this as a movement card or an attack card. I don't know what the 72 means. We're going to find out. See the question mark next to the brute's portrait at the top of the screen has changed to a number. I do see that. Oh, maybe it's speed. This shows his initiative. The number next to the first card you select determines the character's initiative for the round. The lower the number, the earlier in the round the character will act. Okay, so Trample is a slow one. Since there are no other characters visible right now, it will immediately be the brute's turn anyhow. Select Grab and Go. Alright, so this lets you loot and move, okay? Click End Selection to continue. So I've made my hand. Hey, Splays, good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm excited. Hey, Ninja Joe, what is up, my friend? I'm excited to give it a shot, Ninja Joe. I've always wanted to play it. Alright. Now it is the brute's turn. Time to choose some actions. Each half of a card represents an action comprised of 1 or more abilities. Okay? You get to use 2 actions per turn, and you can pick any of the 4 card halves on the left to use as your first action, but note that you must then use the opposite side of the other card for your second. Whoa! Interesting! Okay. For example, you choose either the top half of Trample and the bottom half of Grab and Go, or the bottom half of Trample and the top half of Grab and Go. Huh. There's nothing for the brute to do in this room, so you'll want to proceed through the door to see what lies beyond with a move ability. Grab and Go's bottom half lets the brute move 4 hexes which is enough to get through the door. Let's use that. Indeed. Alright, so we're going to select the bottom half, and we can move 4. And we can select the highlighted doorway hex, like that. And we can click open door to confirm the move. I'm going to open it. Look at that brute. We're in. This room contains your first enemy, a bandit guard. Like player characters, monsters also select actions for their turn. Let's find out what this bandit is planning to do this round by hovering over his portrait. Okay, so the bandit wants to move, it looks like. Whilst hovered, you can see the bandit's intentions this round. He plans to move 1 and then attack for 3. Whereas player characters get 2 actions per turn, monsters only get 1, albeit often with multiple abilities within. Alright, so that's not good. It looks like this guy's going to kill us. Notice how the bandit has a lower initiative than the brute. He does, and would have acted before the brute this turn had he been visible. As it is currently the brute's turn, however, you get to finish the turn before the bandit can act. Okay, well that's pleasant. Let's get the brute close enough to use the attack on Trample's top half as the second action for the turn. Oh, okay. So I wasn't sure how the game was going to handle that, right? Like I clicked on the door and I used 3 movement and I still have 1 movement. So I didn't know if you had to use all of your movement in one go or if you could kind of space it out. And it looks like I still have some movement. So we're going to go here and then we're going to confirm the movement. Now that you've finished using grab and go for the turn, it's discarded. So all of its move is up, it's gone. And no longer usable until you return it to hand via resting. More on that later. For now, time to attack. Indeed. Select the top half of Trample. Okay. So we're going to select the bandit guard as the target. So you see a preview. He has 5 health. And we're going to do 3 damage. And over here, the bandit guard, it says his health, his movement, his attack. And just those are kind of displayed with icons instead. No attack modifiers. And we're just going to select them and hit them. And confirm targets. Whenever you attack, an attack modifier is drawn from your character's modifier deck. Oh, and that value is applied to your attack. In this case, you can see above the bandit guard that a +0 was drawn, so your attack still just deals its base value of 3 damage. Interesting. I wonder if I could draw like a negative, but that increases some variability, so you can't always, clearly predict what you're going to do. Interesting. For this tutorial, we will only have +0 modifiers in effect to keep things simple. We'll explore the other attack modifiers later. Fair enough. Stab him. Get him, brute. Alright, end the brute's turn. Oh god, the bandit guard's gonna get us. Now it's the bandit's turn. As we saw on his card earlier, he intends to move and then perform a melee attack for 3 damage. However, as he is already within melee range of the brute, he will simply forego moving and get straight to the attack. Hey John, what's up, my friend? I'm so glad you're enjoying that. Yeah, Dungeon Crawl is my favorite roguelike of all time. It is simply divine. I hope you have fun with that game. Alright, so he's going to hit us. Ow. Ouch. While monsters always take damage directly to their hit points, whenever a player character is damaged, you are presented with 3 options. Oh, okay. Firstly, you can simply take the damage to your character's hit point total. However, if this is reduced to 0, the character is exhausted, which means they can no longer act in this scenario. If all of your mercenaries are exhausted, you will lose the scenario. Secondly, you can choose to burn 2 discarded ability cards instead of receiving the damage. If you burn a card, it can no longer be recovered by resting. Okay? However, if you were to burn 2 of Brute's cards here, he would not have enough cards left for the following turn and thus would be exhausted. That's bad. We don't want that. Finally, you can choose to burn 1 available card. This option is grayed out as all of the Brute's cards are currently discarded. Okay, so if I still had a card, I could burn that instead of taking damage. Interesting. It's usually wise to take all the damage over burning cards if possible, lest you run out of cards to finish the scenario with. Yeah, that's such a neat kind of decision that you have to balance. For now, let's opt to just take 3 damage, as the Brute has enough health to survive. We're going to receive the damage. The Bandit's turn is now over, as he was the last character to act. It is the end of the round, and a new round begins. During ability card selection, if you have at least 2 discarded cards, then you may perform a long or short rest to recover some of them. Oh, okay. I don't know enough about Gloomhaven as the board game, but some of the vocabulary kind of looks like, D&D fourth edition, maybe. I don't think, I can't recall if long and short rest were in 3rd, but either way, makes sense. All of the Brute's ability cards are currently discarded. Long rest doesn't count as a card, and as such, he will have to rest to continue. Short rest will burn one of your discarded cards at random, losing it for the rest of the scenario, but will recover all other discarded cards before continuing your turn as normal, so you can recover cards to use immediately in this very turn. Long rest takes up the whole turn and is used instead of selecting 2 ability cards, giving the character an initiative of 99. However, you not only get to choose which card to burn instead of being at random, but the character will perform a Heal 2 action and refresh all item cards. I mean, that's cool with the long rest, but Heal 2 is, if he does 3 damage again, we die. Choosing to long rest here would be certain death, exactly, if the Bandit draws an attack card for the round, as the Brute has neither health nor cards to spare, so let's choose short rest. Okay, we'll choose short rest. Yes. And Grab and Go has been randomly selected as the card to burn. Once per short rest, you can opt to redraw the random card to burn at the cost of 1 damage, but with the Brute on only 1 health, this isn't an option. No, it sounds bad. Oh, Ninja Joe, he meant Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. Typo. Okay, burn it. You can see Grab and Go is now dark red down here to indicate it is burned and no longer usable in the current selection. Hey, True. What's up, my friend? Good evening. Good to see you. In exchange, Trample and Provoking Roar have been returned to hand and are available to use again. Alright, so we got Trample and Provoking Roar back in hand, so we can just trample this guy. Both the Brute and the Bandit are near death, so it's crucial to go as early as possible in the round to get the first attacked. Remember, the first card you choose determines the initiative. Oh, wow. What a cool decision to get to do this with, where it's like, Provoking Roar, I want to take it just because it has a low initiative number. But then, I can use the damage on Trample. I wonder if I could... No, attacks on both halves of the card. So, that's a good question, John. I tell you what, I've got so many books that I would consider, but just for the sake of spicing it up, I'll tell you that my favorite books that I've read recently would be The Name of the Wind. And I'm now reading the second book in the Way of Kings series by Brian Sanderson. Awesome, True. Those are just some fantasy books that I've enjoyed recently. Okay, so we want to select Provoking Roar and Trample. And then we get to pick which we want to do. Now that we're in the same room as the Bandit, we can see that the enemies draw their ability cards each round after the player, so you won't know what they'll be doing or what their initiatives will be until this point in the round. Ah. Brandon Sanderson. There you go. Yes. That's his name, not Brian. So this is cool. Like, you can't make your decision with the information of what the bandit has. You don't know. You have to kind of... I know... Hey, Sydney, good evening. Name of the Wind is great. And the second one, the Wisdom... I can't remember what it's called, but is also really good. And then my buddy got me the Bast novella for my birthday that has been like republished with illustrations, and I am excited to read that as well. Oh yeah, Jokers, good evening. Dude, I love Redwall. Okay. It appears the bandit was planning to once again use a move and an attack, but because you chose to act quickly with an initiative of 10, he won't have the activity until after the brute's turn due to a slower initiative of 50. Let's get him. Oh, you know, I haven't actually seen the TV show Joker. That's cool. I gotta check that out. Oh boy, this guy feels terrible. He's like, oh no, my card's too slow. I'm going to die. Yes, you are. So we want to select the top half of Trample, which is the better attack of the two, and we'll select this guy. I didn't even select the bottom half of the card. Do I not need to do that? Okay. I guess it automatically selects the bottom half of the other card. Got him. Did you see that gold on the floor that the bandit left behind? To pick it up, you need to use a loot ability. One important rule of Gloomhaven to bear in mind is that you don't automatically loot treasures unless you finish your turn on it. Oh, okay, interesting. If you want it, make sure to pick it up before the scenario ends. Loot abilities can also appear on ability cards, but the easiest way to collect it here is to end your turn on the hex that contains the gold pile. Okay, we can just move to it. So let's move the brute onto it before the end of his turn with his remaining action. But wait, look at Provoking Roar. It doesn't have a move ability on the bottom half's action, so how can the brute reach the gold? Oh, it does have a little 2 up here. This is where default actions come in handy. To the left and right of the central initiative value are 2 small default action buttons. Cool. These allow the character to perform a melee attack for 2 instead of the top action, or a default move of 2 instead of the bottom action. Nice. You know, True, I keep meaning to read a Terry Goodkind book, and that sounds great. Sword of Truth. I'll check it out. I think I actually, you know, just on my bookshelf have a Terry Goodkind book somewhere, but I haven't done it yet. And we're going to just select this and then walk here, confirm movement, and get the gold. Since you only need to move 1 hex for the brute to reach the gold, we could skip the remaining movement using the skip button below. Okay. End his turn. Oh, there's the money.
Not only did you vanquish the lone bandit guard, you've even managed to pick up a few pieces of gold.
You're right, we sure did.
With the basics covered, it's now time to introduce you to some slightly more dangerous scenarios.
Okay. Cool. Well, victory indeed. Return to the main menu. Alright, so we did the first one. Let's do grab and go. You know how to get about, that's good. Now it's time to learn the important things, like killing and looting your enemies. You're darn right. Well, what I like about doing this tutorial...
Welcome to your first training mission. You've learned the basics, but now you must help the gravely wounded brute deal with a bandit archer elite. A stronger enemy with greater stats than normal.
Uh-oh, an elite. Hey, Suga. Thanks for subscribing, my friend. What I like about doing this is it's a nice and slow intro in the tutorial. And if I were to get this board game ever, I can only imagine how thick the rule manual must be. But this would really give me a leg up on playing it. Yeah, exactly, Jokers. It feels like it's just a D&D campaign in a board game, kind of, but I don't know completely. That being said, you get to... It's got I don't know if it's a deck builder, but it has a CCG element to it where you're using cards and things, which is super interesting. It's not that bad? Okay. It's been pretty intuitive so far. It's just pretty deep. There's a lot of choices. It's a deck builder? Awesome, Alex. I love it.
With only a single hit point remaining, any amount of damage getting through will cause the brute to become exhausted. As such, you will have to avoid any incoming damage by burning cards. For the sake of training, the attack modifier decks will all be +0s, so don't worry about those for now.
Okay.
Your objectives to start are: take down the archer with a single attack. Loot the gold she drops. Now surely you can handle that.
I could handle that. Oh, okay, Alex. Alright, so we need to loot the archer's gold and kill the archer in a single attack. So, we don't know when the archer's going to go. So we could use Shield Bash, which would attack for 4 and stun them, but not kill them. This is 3. Overwhelming Assault is the winner for 6 damage. But the problem is, it's too slow. So I feel like I have to do this first because it's fast, and then try to kill him. Okay. Oh, wow. Hey, thank you, True. I chose the fastest thing I have, and they still get to go. Oof. Well, it looks like we lose. Oh, no, we gotta burn cards. That's what we gotta do. Okay. Yes, thank you, True. That's a great point. I have a whole book recommendations section in the Discord if you're interested in seeing what myself and others have recommended, like True just did. So we need to burn a card to avoid the damage. So let's just burn one available card. And we'll burn, you know, Spare Dagger, I guess. They put down a trap. Look at that. The idea of setting a bear trap, like, in a situation where the person is already adjacent is pretty funny, but we'll go with this. We're just going to attack you and take you down. Roar!
Overwhelming Assault is a powerful card, but such power comes at a cost. Actions like Overwhelming Assault's top half, with the flaming card icon in the corner, cause the card to be once used, meaning you can't use it again in this scenario.
So it's one use per scenario. Okay. Alright, so we got to take the default move and go here, and then we skip. Got it.
Good job. With no enemies left and your objectives complete, the scenario normally would have ended already, leaving that chest behind. However, for the sake of training, I'm going to set you another objective. Loot the chest.
Oh, that's cool, Jokers. Loot the chest.
Before you rush headlong into that trap, you might want to heal up a bit first. I'd suggest taking a long rest, which will let you heal too, and recover enough discarded cards, allowing you to withstand the 2 damage from the trap and reach the chest.
Alright, so we need to do the long rest. So we're going to do a long rest, burn 1 discarded card to recover all other discarded cards, heal the self by 2, and refresh all of your spent item cards. All right, we're going to long rest. And select a discarded card to burn. Okay. Well, I'll perform the long rest. I don't even know where my... I don't know how to... Oh, here we go. Discarded cards. I mean, it's kind of scary. I hope I don't need too many cards. Because I got none left. Alright. Move onto the trap and take the damage. Alright, grab and go is move 4. And then shield bash is... I can default move. So, good point, Alex. Let's see. Let's go ahead and... I only need to move 2. But this is a cool loot action, so we just choose these, obviously. And then move on to the trap and take damage. Alright, so we're going to... Ow. It hurt me. And then move on to the chest and skip any remaining movement. Can I use loot 1? No, I gotta move on to the chest. Okay. Alright. They just want me to do it this way, so I will. We got Boots of Striding. Cool. During your movement, add 2 move to a single movement. Oh, okay. But it exhausts, so it's like you tap it and you can use it once. Interesting.
Oh, those Boots of Striding will come in handy next time you need a little extra mobility. Right. On to the next part of your training.
Sweet. All right, let's go for Light on Your Feet. Combine the skills you've learned to take down the bandit archer. You'll need some extra help to get across those nasty traps.
So, you've learned about the basic attack and move abilities.
Yep.
But this time we're going to use some abilities with additional effects.
Okay.
A move action with a jump effect will help you here. Jump allows you to cross tiles containing obstacles or enemies, and even move over traps without triggering them, provided you can reach an empty hex to land on.
Oh, okay, so I can just jump over them.
Those Boots of Striding you picked up last time can be used to increase a move ability by 2 hexes. That'll enable you to get up close and personal this turn. You don't have the damage to take her out in one go, but if you act fast, you could apply the disarm condition to her before she can attack.
I like it.
Your objectives for this first round are: use a jump movement to get across the traps unscathed, disarm the archer before she attacks. Good luck.
Okay, so we'll use a jump movement to get across the traps unscathed, and then disarm the archer before she attacks. Okay, no problem. Big problem. All right, so I have disarm with provoking roar, so we'll use that, and then leaping cleave gives me the old jump. All right, I actually get to go before them. Okay, so move 3 and then jump. Okay, so toggle the displayed items to add their effects to movement. Right. Alright, so I mean, hopefully this implies that I will... No, that would just be walking onto the traps. I actually want to jump. A move specified as being a jump. Oh, okay. I just ignore it. So I am jumping. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at that. I turned into like a ball of bees or something. Take that. And we will then skip any extra movement. And then we're going to attack you and disarm you. Nice. You've been disarmed. A disarmed character cannot perform any attack abilities. The disarmed condition is removed at the end of the affected character's next turn. That's so nice. Can you imagine how bad you would feel?
Not only did you get a decent hit in with provoking roar, but thanks to the disarm condition you applied, the archer couldn't attack for the turn. She's low on health now, so you should be able to finish her off. Your objectives this turn are: kill the archer,
yep,
jump over the traps, and loot the chest.
Yep.
I want you to achieve both this round.
All right, trainer. Can you imagine how bad you would feel if you were that archer and you were like, oh man, I got a great position here. You know, I set up 2 traps and then I've, got my bow and everything's ready. Hey, Jared, what's up, my friend? Thank you for the raid. Are you finishing your turn-based Thursday Fest activities? Skiggs, how's it going? Grow, what's up? Yeah, Jared, I'm excited. I've never played before the physical board game or the digital version, so it's fun to learn the rules, and it's turning out to be a really, really awesome game so far. That's what I hear, Jared. That's why I picked it, and I'm pumped. So this poor archer had set some traps. I just jumped over them and then disarmed them on that turn. They're like, well, everything I set up failed. Remember that short rests allow you to recover discarded cards to immediately use in this very turn. Long resting takes up the whole turn and is used instead of selecting 2 ability cards, giving the character an initiative of 99. In other words, not gonna help you win this round. Alright, so grab and go is not gonna do it. So we need to short rest. And we lost overwhelming assault, but that's okay. And now we've got the jump that we're looking for, and we've got the provoking roar. Hey, D-Gen, what's up? Thanks for the raid, Jared. So what we're doing now is gonna pick provoking roar will kill, and then leaping cleave will give us the jump that we need. Let's do it. So we're going to provoking roar and then leaping cleave. These are the 2 cards that I'm choosing. End selection. All right, they're going on initiative 68, so they're going to go really slowly. So we get to go first, and we'll just go ahead and attack them, and this will finish them. All right, she turned into gold and flames, which is how I hope I go. And what is this little wind icon? Anyway, jump over the chest. We're going to then move. Now, I want to move 1 to get the gold and then move over here, but it just says jump over the traps, so maybe I'll just do this and worry about the gold later. The tutorial wants me to just kind of do this. Alright. And we got the chest. Ooh, we got a healing potion. Ooh, I don't know if I'd drink that. It's got some, I don't know if those are mushrooms or crystal shards exploding out of it, but it doesn't look very appetizing. During your turn, perform a heal 3 self-action. Okay, but it looks like it's lost, not exhausted. Hey, Fading, good evening. Good to see you.
A rest, stab, and a jump right onto the chest. Nicely done. That potion will surely be of use in the missions to come.
Fading, have you played the Gloomhaven board game? All right. Oh, you did play it once? Cool. Oh, okay. All right, we're going to don't get close.
To be a successful guildmaster, you need to pay close attention to enemy actions and try to plan your moves around them.
Okay.
Just one simple objective for you this time. Don't get attacked. You'll have to start over if an enemy manages to land a hit.
Don't get attacked. That's good advice.
You'll need to escape this room by opening the door in front of the brute. But remember that enemies in the next room will also get to act this round.
It's terrible.
My advice? Act quickly, looking carefully at what actions the enemies are going to take. I've set it up so that you should be able to find a safe place to stand, out of reach from all enemies. Let's see if you can survive.
I like when my teacher says, "Let's see if you can survive." That's the mark of a good teacher. All right. So what is this guy going to do? This dude says... Oh, wait, here we go. No, I can't tell yet. I have to pick my cards first, right. Okay. So I want to probably go fast with Provoking Roar. And then maybe I just want to move really far with, like, Leaping Cleave. Although, move 4 is better, I think. So let's go. Okay, now we know what they're going to do. So we get to move first. So the Bandit Archer is going to move 1 and has an attack with a range of 3. And the guards are going to move 2 with an attack that will do 2 damage. I can't take any hits. So, this is a guard, this is a guard, and this is the archer, and this is a guard. So this guy can only move here. So I'm safe from them. Let's see. And they can move 1 and then attack 3. So maybe I can open the door and try to get out of here. This guy can move 2 and attack any of these squares. So I'm going to use my move and go over here. Okay. And then this dude is also moved to attack 2. So this means he can come up here and he can hit this square. He can also move over here and hit this square. I don't think I'm safe in the door. He says he set it up so I'd be safe. Did he really do that for me? Yes, of course he did, but the question is, I think actually this guy doesn't get to act because I just revealed him, but maybe I'm wrong about that. Alright, so I'm going to need to move... Well, first of all, we got to get away from all these guys. So they can... this guy can move here and hit me in the door. And then the archer could go here and go 1, 2, 3... So these squares, these hexes rather, are not safe. Move to attack. Move to attack. I don't feel like I have a safe square. I want to. That's a good question. Grinaldi, I'm not sure if I can, like... First of all, I don't know if I can close the door, but I don't even know how that would benefit me. Okay. And then... I think I'm going to have to redo this. I just need to figure out what they mean. Like, I want to see their full range and everything. Mm-hmm. He doesn't want me to do that. My problem with staying put in the doorway... Oh, you know what? I didn't see it. I didn't calculate that they can't move through this square, or this hex. The doorway was safe, but I thought it wasn't because I thought this guy could move here, but this... I should have moused over this pile of bricks. He has to go around the pile of bricks, meaning he can't reach me. The archer can't hit you, and this guy can only get here, but I was like, well, the doorway isn't safe because this guy can move over here. So we're going to get hit and restart. No, it's good. I should have paid attention to the environment a little bit more. It makes sense.
Remember, the newly revealed enemies still get their go this round in initiative order, once the current turn is over. Now, just to find that safe spot.
Yes, Pernaldi, you were right about the bricks.
You got hit. Pay attention to where the enemies are going to move to this turn. You need to avoid all of them.
He's so upset. He's like, you're my worst student in the history of the academy. You've been defeated.
To be a successful guild, just what you'll need to...
All right, let's do it right. Let's do this. We can do it. Okay. Now, we will skip movement, and we'll just skip the attack. There we go. Oh, dear.
Excellent. You eluded the enemies in both rooms. Opening a door will always add more enemies to deal with, so make sure you're prepared for that when opening doors in future scenarios.
It's interesting. So is that true? Every door you open adds more enemies? There's no, like, you know, room with just the healing fountain and treasures? Always baddies?
Just one more round of bandit dodging to complete the mission.
Okay. Bandit dodging.
You'll find it tricky to locate a safe space this time. Perhaps you could try preventing an attack to survive?
Yeah, maybe we have to disarm this dude or stun him. However, all I have is grab and go. So I'm going to need to short rest to get a card. That's fine. All right, and then sweeping blow pushes them. Provoking roar will disarm and then grab and go. So we're going to do provoking roar and grab and go. So we need to move as far as we can, like behind this guy, so the archer can go here and then shoot. So we need to move at least to here. One, 2, 3. Yeah, I think this is fine. And then I'm going to skip movement, and I'm going to attack and disarm this guard. Alright, end the turn. They're coming for me. This is a terrible situation to be in. But we got a victory.
You're well on your way to becoming a professional.
Thank you so much.
And how about that disarm? Pretty powerful condition, eh?
It is.
That and a nice low initiative of 10 makes Provoking Roar a really nifty ability for getting out of nasty scrapes.
It is.
One more test, and then I think you'll be ready to start exploring the world and recruiting mercenaries to our guild.
All right. One more test. And it's called Attack Modifiers.
Let's talk about attack modifiers. So far in your training, characters have always drawn a +0 attack modifier, meaning their attacks have always dealt the exact damage value specified on the cards. This is not normally the case.
Okay.
In real scenarios, for each attack, the character will draw an attack modifier which influences the damage dealt. These can increase the damage by +1, +2, or ×2. Decrease by -1, -2, or ×0, or leave the value unaffected, as you've seen with a +0.
×0?
You can see the contents of a character's modifier deck by hovering over any character. Note that unlike player characters, all monsters share a single attack modifier deck.
Okay.
For this training scenario, these archers have just 2 attack modifiers remaining in their decks, ×2 and ×0. We want them to draw the ×0 to deal no damage, and we're going to give them disadvantage to ensure that.
Let's ensure it.
Ranged attacks have disadvantage when their target is on an adjacent hex. This forces the attacker to draw 2 modifier cards instead of just 1, and the worst result is selected.
Okay.
As these archers only have 2 modifiers remaining, if they attack with disadvantage, they will draw both, but be forced to choose the ×0 over the ×2 as the worst result, dealing no damage. You can see when disadvantage will apply from the flashing purple symbol next to the health bar.
Okay.
You can only disadvantage one archer here, so kill the other with a ranged attack. Should be easy, as the Brute's attack modifier deck is full of +1s for this mission. You can thank me later.
I'll thank you now.
Your objectives are: stand next to one of the archers to give her disadvantage, kill the other archer with a ranged attack.
All right. So, Spare Dagger is my ranged attack, and we have +1 modifier, so this will kill. And then we just need to stand next to the other one to give them disadvantage. So we'll take Spare Dagger, it's our fastest one, and then Grab and Go lets us move the most, so let's do that. Alright, they're going on a 68. Fine. Yeah, it's pretty intense, isn't it, Heathrun? Okay, so then I'm going to... I have a range of 3. So what I should do is probably move first, like right here, and then 1, 2, 3, just throw a dagger and kill that one. So I'm going to go here and move. Well, we want to get as close to the treasure as possible. That's my motto. So I'm going to go all the way over here. I don't need to use my extra ability from my stride boots. We're going to go here, and then we're going to attack and throw the dagger. Oh my god, right in the head. Alright, so they got the
See how she
Times
drew
0.
both the ×0 and ×2 modifiers?
Mm-hmm.
Disadvantage forced her to draw 2 attack modifiers and use the worst one.
I like it.
You also saw how your attack with Spare Dagger drew a +1, thus dealing 4 damage total to take down the other archer.
Indeed.
Your final objectives are: kill the remaining archer, loot the chest.
Yes. Alright, we gotta kill the archer and loot the chest. Well, I mean, it's interesting, like, I have one card. Can I play this and then I'll only get half of it, or do I get to play both halves? Because I really can't do both of those things in the same turn unless I take a short rest. Alright. So we will go Spare Dagger again, and then Leaping Cleave. Alright, ooh, good thing we had Spare Dagger to go faster. And then this can attack right here. Oh, wait. Oh, I get disadvantage. Or they have disadvantage. Yeah, they have disadvantage, not me, right? Oh, wait, no, maybe I get disadvantage because, here, wait. Here, I can't take this back, can I? I read this wrong, so I'm gonna get disadvantage and not kill them. Undo. Here we go. I need to do this, I think, instead, because I won't have disadvantage. Oh my god. That's a good attack. I just stab my sword into the ground and you die. Alright, and then Spare Dagger lets me move 2, which is not enough, but I have to use this, basically, to get over there. So, I'll do it. Ooh, we got a heater shield. When damaged by an attack, gain shield 1 for the attack. Nice. We'll take it. My 4 characters has like 1 hit point.
A heater shield should help you soak up some damage. You've finished your basic training missions. Time to introduce you to the other mercs and get you exploring.
Alright. Return to the menu. Jamnuska, good evening. I know, isn't it? It's toasty, that heater shield. And let's see. There is this one down here, which is I am Brute. The Brute is in a struggle against the living bones. Use everything you got to make sure they stay dead for good. I love it. We're going to put the living bones down. Again. Let's begin looking more closely at what each individual character can do. In this scenario, Brute has 2 level 1 living bones elites to deal with, which means their stats will be greater than their level 0 counterparts. Alright, that's not good. Monster stats are combined with the base ability card drawn for the monster's class turn, resulting in the cards you see when the monster cards for the round are revealed. So expect them to be a bit to move a bit further and attack a bit harder, especially as they are elites. This is all bad news. Plus, this guy always is like, you have 1 hit point. Note how they both have an innate shield 1 effect, indicated by the shield icon. Each point of shield prevents 1 damage from incoming attacks. However, an amount of shield can be ignored if targeted with an attack with Pierce. I have it on good authority that these living bones are going to attack more than once each this turn. You are low on cards and won't be able to afford to burn any cards, so surviving here will require some shielding of your own. By the way, while these enemy shields are an innate persistent effect, Normally, active bonuses granting abilities such as shield are accompanied by a round or persistence duration icon. Your objectives are kill a living bones using an attack with Pierce, apply some shield of your own, use your minor healing potion, and survive this round. Okay, so we want to make sure that we do a shielding ability, which is this, and then this has Pierce. So we use Shield Bash first, it's the fastest, and then Trample. Alright, they're going at 74. Okay, that's good. Hey, too much carbs. Good evening, my friend. Well, it's a turn-based digital adaptation of a board game in which you control a group of mercenaries. It's kind of like a turn-based strategy game, you know, but it feels like a little bit like D&D. It's basically like, did you ever play Hero Quest back in the day? It's like Hero Quest on steroids, and so we're going to go for it. All right, except you also have cards, I guess. All right, so we need to kill a living bones with Pierce. So this does Pierce 2, but it doesn't kill this guy unless I still get +1 for my attacks. Or, wait, maybe... Oh, okay. No, I'm doing 3 damage, but the Pierce ignores his shield. I see. Well, it's supposed to be challenging like Darkest Dungeon for sure, 2 must carbs. I'm going to go ahead and kill this guy then. Take this, living bones. Turned into gold. Alright, and then we're going to shield the self. Denotes that this effect lasts until the end of the round. Alright, I'm going to confirm it. I'm using a shield on me. And then we need to drink my potion. God, that's delicious. Alright, so this guy hit me. Ow. And I can choose to take 1 damage, burn an available card, or burn 2 cards. I think we could just take 2 damage. We seem like we're going to survive. Now, if he attacks again, we're going to have to do something different. Ow. Take 1 damage or burn cards. Now, we'll take the damage. I ain't burning cards. Okay, he had 3 attacks. This guy's the worst. Okay. I'll burn 2 discarded cards. Hey, Juju, good evening. I'm enjoying it a lot so far. I love, you know, complicated turn-based strategy games. I love D&D. And I like all of the depth, the complexity, and also just the decisions I get to make. It's a lot of fun. Yes, push could have been good with the traps, right? Fading is right on it. And we'll burn these cards. You're right, I should have pushed him. Oh my god. Wait, did I not burn my cards? Oh, wait a minute. I lost because I don't have any more ability cards? I thought I had 2 cards in my hand. Did I not? I just didn't read that right. I thought I had 2 cards available still to use. Huh. Okay, well, I did that wrong. Oh, maybe you do have to be able to draw. Hey, Scott, what's up, my friend? Yeah, I really want to try the board game someday. Alright. Now, I need to go ahead and use Shield Bash and then Trample, like before. Okay, so first of all, we'll just go ahead and hit this guy. Okay, thank you, Scott. If you can't draw, you die. Okay, so I had 2 cards, but I still needed to be able to draw. Good to know. And then we will shield. You can stun or disarm, but because this guy has so many attacks, I don't know if, like, disarm works on all of his attacks or just one of them. That's what I hear, Juju. I don't mind that. Ow. Alright, so we're going to take 2 damage right there. So I could burn either Shield Bash or Spare Dagger to avoid the damage. He's going to hit us 2 more times like this. I think I have to burn an available card. Stun is good. Spare Dagger isn't great because I'm in melee range of him. Yikes, that was quite the onslaught. Nonetheless, your shield prevented enough damage to keep your brute alive. Phew. Final objective, kill the remaining living bones. Good luck, he's a tanky one. A tip for you. Yep, you're right, Fading. Perhaps you could use the old push and trap combo. Note that shield only prevents damage from attacks, but it doesn't do anything against direct damage such as from traps. Okay, good to know. So we're going to have to do a short rest right here to get some cards back. And we'll burn Trample. Alright, and then we got Warding Strength. We'll take Shield Bash and Warding Strength. Shield Bash first because it's lower initiative. And then I can push this guy and shield myself. Yeah, that's cool. It's fun when, and it's neat that this game is in hexes and also takes advantage of, you know, the environment so heavily. So I'm going to go ahead and just blast this guy like this. Now, I'm at disadvantage attacking him. That's unfortunate. Okay, we hit him. And then we want to push him all the way over to here. Oh, he got hit by both traps. That is sweet. Turn into gold. Victory. Save the brute yet again. I hear he's decided that adventuring alone is not working out for him, so he's agreed to be the first mercenary in your guild. Great. We got a brute. Let's get out of this dusty crypt and see who else we can recruit. Alright, let's find out who else we can recruit. Alright, so that's the brute. Let's check out the Blade in the Night. The scoundrel has 2 daggers and a lot of gold to loot, and she isn't planning on leaving anything behind. I can really identify with the loot goblin. Let's go. Meet the scoundrel. She's incredibly nimble and mobile, not to mention able to combo off huge amounts of melee damage when things line up just right. Let's help her out of this sticky situation. Boy, look at all that money. First, you need to kill 3 archers this round before they attack. I say 3. You'll certainly need something that can hit more than 1 target at a time. Okay. Well, I've got throwing knives, which hit 2 targets. And then I've got a smoke bomb, which makes myself invisible, but they want me to kill stuff. And then I've got Thieves' Knack, which attacks 3. I don't know what that, like, big number 1 in the golden star means. Okay, so I will take throwing knives first and then Thieves' Knack. Alright, so... Oh, cool. Thanks, Juju. So you get 1 experience point for playing it. Alright, so the issue is... No, I don't think I did the right thing, because I can kill 2 of them, but this is not... This doesn't go far enough. I must have misread my... I didn't select the right card. This doesn't have any range to it. So, I mean, I can move using the default action. Hey, Sergeant Slaughter, good evening. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for that Prime sub. We're going to confirm movement, but we're going to lose. So we're going to have to try this again. I need to look at my cards more fully. The archer hit you. The scoundrel has some very low initiative value ability cards. Select one of those to act first. Right. It wasn't because I just didn't have enough. I needed one more thing. Alright, let me see again. Let me see. Oh, Smoke Bomb has a pull. So I can pull them into the trap. Okay. Yeah, I just immediately thought Smoke Bomb was just a hide from enemies. I didn't look at the other half of the card. That's something I'm going to have to get my head around mentally as I learn Gloomhaven, that each half of the card can be, you know, wildly different. Okay, interesting. So we can then throw knives and smoke bomb. Alright, so we're going to just throw the knives over here, and I'll pull this one up into the bear trap. Take that. Yeah. Alright, and then we're going to pull this one to here. Or no. Did I do that right? Or do I select... let me see this again. Here, pull this one, confirm target, and then, yeah, okay, here we go. You confirm the target first, and then I'm going to pull you. There you go. Okay. Got it. Ha! Feels good picking off multiple targets in a single turn, doesn't it? One last objective. Loot at least 5 piles of gold this round. A tip for you. Sometimes the top half of a card allows you to move, too. Loot abilities pick up all of the gold within the radius specified by the value, so you work out where you need to stand and get looting. Alright. So I've got Thieves' Knack, but I have to take a rest because I only have 1 card to play. Alright. Now, loot 2 is huge. So this is 2 tiles. So if I stand here, I will pick up all of that gold, but I need to pick up this first. So we definitely want this, and then I need a top half that lets me move. Okay, quick hands. Perfect. Well, wait a minute, though. Wait a minute. Quick hands does let me move, but if I stand here, I loot 1, 2, 1, 2. Stand here. No, I don't get all of the gold. Let me see this. Oh, he says 5. Okay, I don't need 6. Okay, thank you. I was thinking I had to get every single pile. Okay, I was like trying to work out the puzzle for that. Alright, then we'll just take quick hands. So then we can use quick hands to move to here. And then use loot 2. Skip the attack. Confirm it. Yeah. Nice. Let me just take care of that gold for you. Who's this merchant? For your assistance in this scenario, the scoundrel has agreed to join the guild. That means we've got enough mercenaries now for a proper mission. All right. One last thing to check out, which is... oh, there's more. Okay. Master the elements, brain over brawn, heart of stone, and mind over matter. Alright, so let's go check out Master the Elements. This looks like a spellcaster, which seems awesome. Meet the Spellweaver, a powerful but fragile magic wielder who can harness the natural elements of the world. Good thing we found her when we did. That's a lot of bandits. God, this is, yeah, it is a lot of bandits. She's like, now wait a minute, everybody. To get her out of this mess, you'll need to harness the power of the elements infused in the battlefield. The elemental infusions display can be seen on the right of the screen, indicating which magical elements available for consuming. In this scenario, the ice element is already infused, but elements are normally infused for 2 rounds through using actions with elemental symbols on them available for consumption after the turn in which they are infused. This round you must consume the ice element to augment Freezing Nova's attack, killing as many bandits as you can. Survive the round by using a jump move to get out of reach. Okay, so we need to use Freezing Nova. And then we need to ride the wind. Seems like a good idea. So we'll Freezing Nova first. And ride the wind. I don't know how to consume ice power. Find out soon enough, I guess. Consume, oh, it says right here, element ice. This action can be augmented by consuming elements. You can only do this during the character's turn, and only if the element has already been infused, and it gives you +1. So, it says over here, ice element strong. This element is available to be used for the rest of the round, and the whole of the next round. Once used, it is unavailable for other characters. Alright, so we do this one first. Confirm the attack. Alright, we killed some of them. And then now, I need to jump and survive. Alright, these guys are gonna, what, move 2? So if I move... What is their deal? Move 3, attack 2. Oh, I don't think I did this correctly. I think I needed to... There must have been some button I needed to push to consume the ice first? Oh, no, wait, they got slowed down. What does this do? Oh, they can't move. Okay, great. Yes, you're right, Juju. Thank you. They're stuck in place. So if I jump back here, they can't reach me. To power up Freezing Nova, you need to consume the ice element before using it. Make sure you click on the ice symbol to toggle the consuming of the element before clicking elsewhere on the action to use it. Oh, okay, so I have to click over here to do it. Okay, that was my problem. I need to click over there. I thought the card said +1, so I thought it was just automatic, but now I get it. Okay, so I need to click. Well, we need to take Freezing Nova and Ride the Wind, and then we use this. Well, but I click. Oh, I have to click here, down, not on the side, but down in the middle. And then I confirm it. Okay. Okay, now we killed 3 of them. And these guys then got stuck. And then we can ride the wind and move over here to safety. Okay. By consuming the ice element, Freezing Nova dealt 3 base damage instead of 2, knocking out 3 of the bandits plus applying the immobilize condition so the bandits couldn't chase after you is pretty darn powerful, huh? It is. Ride the Wind also infused the air element for you to use later if need be. You may have also noticed, with only 3 unburnt cards remaining, the Spellweaver will be exhausted after the next round is over, so you cannot return burned cards via resting, or as you can. Fortunately, the Spellweaver has a very powerful trick up her sleeve. Many of her powerful cards may burn after usage, but the top half of Reviving Ether allows her to return all of her burned cards to her hand. Getting the timing right on this one-time recovery per scenario of all burned cards is key to using the Spellweaver well. Hey, Crave Case, good evening, my friend. So good to see you. Yeah, I'm pumped to be playing this as well. It's been on my list forever. And then I got notified by the Terra Randoma crew for the Turn-Based Thursday Fest, and I got to pick games to play in the fest, and I saw Gloomhaven, and I was like, ding, let's go. It's up to you now. Kill the remaining bandit guards. Reviving Ether will recover all of your burned cards, so you can finish these bandits off at your leisure. Okay. So, kill all remaining bandits. So we need Reviving Ether. But, okay, so I guess we can take a long rest and then discard Nova and get Ether back? Short rest, I don't want to risk losing it, right? No, I might not have done that right. I definitely didn't. Well, I can burn my available card, which is Flame Strike. Oh, you can re-roll. Oh, that's right, Juju. Interesting. But I could just, I could burn... No, I have to burn my available card. And then perform the long rest. We heal, and then we're going to get rid of Nova, I suppose, because we have to get the reviving ether. Oh, but I couldn't draw. I only drew one. That's such a strange... I gotta get used to that mechanic. Like, I had the card, but because I couldn't draw, that wasn't what they wanted me to do. Have another go at it by using her abilities. Yeah, no, that wasn't the problem. The problem was, I guess I should have taken a short rest instead of a long rest. Okay, let's try this again. Freezing Nova, Ride the Wind, and Selection. Yeah, that's what I thought, Scott, but I was just so worried that I would lose the roll and have to discard the one card that I wanted. So I was trying to, like, lock it in, but it didn't work out because I still have to be able to draw cards. And because short rest gives you the cards immediately, you don't actually have to go to the draw phase because you can still act that turn, which would have put stuff. Okay, thank you, everybody. Alright, so we're going to Nova, but we'll consume this and then confirm the attack. Bap. Alright, so we killed 3 of them. And then we're going to ride the wind to this square that or the hex over here that we were on before, which was fairly safe. And then we will skip movement and end it. I like it fading. Okay. So now I need to do short rest. And I don't want to just burn this. So I'm going to have to redraw and take a damage. And then, yes, we want to get rid of Nova. Thank you, Juju. Okay, so we got Reviving Ether. Oops, but we want to play Flame Strike first. And then Reviving Ether, because we want the faster roll. And then, hey, Evil, what's up, my friend? Alright. And then we can attack and kill this one so that it can't reach us. Hey, Aurelio, good evening. Yes, I'm having a great time with it so far. I might have to justify a business purchase of this physical board game. Thanks for subscribing, my friend. Oh, awesome. Evil, yeah, Kenshi is so great, but it definitely takes a bit because there's so much going on. Okay, so now what we have to do is figure out how to kill these fools. So Mana Bolt says attack 2, range 3, which is pretty good. It also can heal you a bunch, which is nice, but we want to do fire orbs is 3 targets. Yeah. Hey, thanks for subscribing, Evil. For the guide series of Kenshi, I am not sure what the number is, but I kind of stopped it after a while. After I explained a lot of stuff, but I definitely might play more. I know there's some updates coming down the pipeline, so I might boot it up once those launch. Jaws of the Lion is the small version of the big board game and gives you the same feel. Oh, okay, so it's like less expensive. If it's there, Evil, it'll be in the same playlist. No, awesome, Aurelio. Yeah, Traveler's Rest is cool too. I need to check into that with their updates as well. Oh, nice, Evil. You're all caught up then. Yeah, I might do some more, my friend. You're so welcome. That game is great. Oh, okay. It's an expansion of the main game, but can be played separately as well. Okay, Juju, thank you. That seems sweet. All right, I'm going to do Mana Bolt and Fire Orbs because this is the fastest one. And it seems like I can shoot my Fire Orbs over these obstacles here without any problem. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they go up. They fall from the sky, so the obstacle is no problem. Yeah. Crave Case, that definitely sounds fun. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about with the board game, is like, if I set up the physical board game in my house, it would be like one of those things where it would need to be on a table and remain set up for days, you know, on end without cleanup. That's always the advantage of the digital, but at the same time, I like physical board games a lot. Okay, so we're done. I will heal myself because it's cool. Is it more like weeks? For helping her out of that bind, the Spellweaver has agreed to join our guild. Sweet, we got the Spellweaver. As you saw, her abilities can be incredibly potent, but she can be a difficult character to work with due to the complexity of her tactics. That's right, Heathron, we got it. Alright, so now we have 3 characters for our guild, and let's go for Brains over Brawn. Tinkerers are very resourceful creatures, but can't get up to much while wounded. That sounds like me. I'm pretty resourceful, but if I get a scratch, I'm out. Meet the Tinkerer. He's a great support character to have on the team, but can also take on multiple enemies in a pinch. Looking at all those skeletons, I'd say this counts as one. He throws dynamite. Alright, let's go, buddy. Currently, he's wounded, and will take 1 damage at the start of his turn, so you ought to heal him as soon as possible with that minor health potion. Looking at where the enemies in this room are, I'd advise you go as late as possible this round. Sometimes it's better to go slow and let the enemies come to you, so you aren't at risk of being attacked. Interesting. Then you can use one of the Tinkerer's famous area effect attacks to deal some serious damage to multiple enemies at once. You can recognize such abilities with their hex-shaped patterns on the ability card, showing you the shape of the area it will target. Oh, that's cool, fading. Sergeant Slaughter says, have I ever tried Demio? I have not, my friend. Thank you for the recommendation. Is that a Steam game? Alright, so... Toxic Bolt Ink Bomb. Ooh, Ink Bomb looks great. And then we also need to heal. So we have Energizing Tonic. So they said go slow. So we'll play Ink Bomb first and then Energizing Tonic. Oh, is it a VR dungeon game? I haven't tried it then. I don't have a VR setup. But I'm always interested to try. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, I chose 2 top abilities. Derp. Okay, so I guess I'll just receive the damage. Yeah, you're right. Well, good luck is right. It's called we have to start again. Hit 3 living bones. Oh no, I think they said use the health potion. I think I have one. I didn't have to use it on a card. You may have noticed that if you use a heal ability when wounded, the character not only recovers hit points, but loses the wound condition. Healing can also remove a poison condition, but in that case, you only remove the condition and regain no hit points. Oh, thank you, Juju. So I could change the rotation of that hexagonal pattern. Perfect. We will... I mean, do I want to move? I guess I get experience if I do it. Do it. Move over there. Oh. I died because I didn't have enough ability cards. This is going to take a second for me to get my head around. All right. I healed. Did I not use the potion? I thought I did. And then I damaged... I thought I completed all the conditions, but then it was like, you don't have enough stuff. Maybe I should have not used... Maybe I should have done default because it burns the card after you use Energizing Tonic. So if I would have just done default move or something, it wouldn't have burned it, and I would have been able to draw a card because it would have gone to the discard pile. Was that what happened? Yes, that's right, Juju. So I should have not moved. I should have just done default or passed or whatever. Okay. I gotta watch out for that. Okay. So, we'll receive the damage. That's fine. And then go ahead and heal. First things first. Get yourself patched up, man. Alright. And then we'll use the ink bomb. And then... Yep, I can rotate it and hit these closest ones here. Take this bomb. You've been covered in ink. It really does have a system that's like no other. I love stuff like this. I love seeing different game design choices. So what we'll do is just default move. This action will discard the card. That's what I want. Boom. Ink Bomb was pretty good, huh? I'll leave you to finish off the rest of these bad guys. Did you know you can rotate the shape of an area of effect by pressing question mark? I think you meant R, which is what Juju said. Okay. So, all I have is the Toxic Bolt. This is a silly question, but if you have just one card in your hand, you can't play it, right? You have to... You can't just play one half of a card, can you? Okay, you have to have two cards. That's what I thought. All right, so then we need to do... Short rest. Yep. And then energizing tonic, that's fine to burn it, because we'll get Net Shooter. And then Net Shooter is also an area of effect. So we will do Toxic Bolt first, because it's faster than Net Shooter. And then they're going on a 64, so that's fine. And then what we'll do is I'm going to use Net Shooter and make sure I hit all three of these dudes. And I will. Maybe I didn't hit all three. I thought I was. But this'll work. No, I'm not. It's too far away. Darn. I thought I saw numbers above all three of those guys. So then I confirmed it, but I must have not been targeting him. I think we lose. It looks like the brain might be exposed. Okay, so I can't do this because I'm too far away. I could skip the attack and end the turn, but I'm going to die because I don't think I have enough cards to draw. Maybe dust is his secret. You know, maybe it really helps connect those neurons and fire away. Yeah, I did use it. It was just unclear to me that I was going to hit all three of them. The targeting glow is not as strong as I'd like it to be. So let's see if we can get it going again. Alright. Here they come. Ow, my face. Okay, so we will take the damage. We will drink the potion. Do it. Alright, so we will do... this. Yeah, you see how it's like... It's tricky because the enemies have a highlight underneath their own feet already. And then when you select it, there's a very faint glow. I guess the tile fills in. So this should hit 3 of them, right? Is that hitting all 3? It has 3 arrows. But if I do it like this way, I'll hit the 3 furthest away. I think. Okay, yeah, confirm targets. That's much easier to see. There you go. There we go. Now we got it. Thank you, Juju. Yes, you're right. Sweet. Okay, so then we will do this and default move, you know. 1, 2. Like this. Confirm the movement. Hey, T-Swan, good evening, my friend. Skip the movement. I think I just have to learn it. It's a complicated game, but the more I'm doing these are really helpful to teach you the basics. I can only imagine how many times I'm going to die when I actually play, making these mistakes until I figure it out. Okay, so now we got to do a short rest, and we will burn this card. And then now we will use Toxic Bolt Net Shooter. Continue. And then we will use the Net Shooter, and I will make sure that I hit these. Yeah, I think I must have done something dumb like that and not actually. There we go. This is going to hit all of them. That is what we want. It's got to be slower. I think I was moving too fast. That's correct. That's right. And then, I don't know. Just skip the attack. End the turn. Victory! This little guy packs quite the punch, eh? Let's sign him up and look for some paid jobs for the guild to take on. He's in. Alright. So we got the Smarty. Now, Heart of Stone. 4 living bones surround the Cragheart, and the clock is ticking. Can you defeat them all in time? I don't know. I hope so. That's the plan. What's a Cragheart? Oh. It's like Thing from the Fantastic Four. Meet everyone's favorite walking boulder, the Cragheart. You're badly outnumbered here and will need to employ some defensive tactics. Let's go over how Retaliate works and see how we can use that to help old Craggy out of this mess. Like Shield, Retaliate is an active bonus. It can either last the round or be persistent, usually with a termination condition for the latter. While active, melee attackers will have damage inflicted upon them equal to the Retaliate value after each attack. Oh, cool. Let's check out this Craggy. Surrounded by this many living bones, a retaliation against any that attack equates to an incredible amount of damage. Assuming you can survive the round, that is. Oh, and one last thing. Note that Earth is infused already. Remember to click the Consume icon on the card if you wish to use the element to power up an ability. Alright, so here they are. And Earth is infused, I see it. And then this one gives you, on the next 6 melee attacks targeting you, gain Retaliate 2. That's good. And then Avalanche says, attack for 4 at 1. But I can infuse, to attack 2 targets at once. Okay, so I could like blow up these 2 guys in front of me. So we'll take Opposing Strike and Avalanche and end the selection. Continue. So what we're going to do is use... Now, this only works against melee attacks, but luckily it looks like all of these guys just have swords, so nobody has a ranged attack. And we will choose Avalanche, and then we will click this to consume Earth, and then I can hit both of these guys in front of me. So you can see both targets, both hexes are red. We confirm the targets. He's angry. He's toast. And then we will use the opposing strike bottom half to put on retaliate. He has 10 health, so we should be able to withstand this, and we will end Craghart's turn. Oh, Craggy. That guy hit me. He took damage in retaliation. He hit me again. I'll take damage. That's fine. He's dead. Don't take the gold. Ow. My face. Here. Receive it. Receive it. Here they come. Oh, dear. Oh, they can't reach me. You took a fair bit of damage, but that was a great result. A well-timed retaliate can be devastatingly powerful. By the way, you can see the active bonus from opposing strike is still, well, active. Just look at Craghart's portrait at the top of the screen. The little pips in the active bonuses box show you at a glance how many instances remain, and you can check the effect text and XP yield by hovering over it. He is beefy. Did you notice how the Living Bones shield didn't prevent any retaliate damage? Just like traps, retaliate damage is not explicitly an attack, and as such will deal exactly the amount it says it will, unaffected by shield modifiers and the like. Okay, cool. Right, finish them off the bones and we can get out of here. Alright, so I gotta take a short rest because I only have one card. And massive boulder, yeah, get rid of it. And here we go. So, well, let's see what kind of attacks we've got. Clever. Backup ammunition says, on your next 4 ranged attack actions, gain add target. And then Dirt Tornado. Oh, whoa, look at that. Well, it wouldn't kill them, though. Now, Earth was infused, but I consumed it. So let's see here. Like, this is target all adjacent enemies, unstable upheaval. All adjacent enemies suffer 2 damage. Okay. Attack 2, range 5. So I could do Earthen Clod, but these guys have a lot of hit points left. Now, it is worth mentioning, though, that he said that my opposing strike is still active, so I could soften them up, and then they come hit me, and they should just die to my retaliation. I mean, I could heal. I don't think I need to, though. I just need to kill him. But I can't play backup ammunition with Earthen Clod because they're 2 top halves. I have never heard of that, Juju. So, let's just say, instead, we could do Earthen Clod, and then... I mean, I can put more retaliation, but I don't think I need that. All allies suffer 1 damage. Shield 2. That's also pretty good. Okay, so then I will take this, and I will take... Oh, this is just saying it's still active, but it's not like I can select it. And I'll take this. Alright, so we can he has a shield, so he doesn't really care. No, wait, this doesn't... This is allies only. This is not me. Sometimes when games say ally, it means like you and everyone, but in this case, it's just the other people, I think. I don't think I'm going to get any benefit from this. Okay, then let's just move. I'm going to just move next to this guy. Pick up some money. Let's get rich. Okay, he hit me for a lot more than I was expecting. We're still okay. Now, we don't have Retaliate anymore, but they only have 1 and 2 hit points, respectively. So, Dirt Tornado... if I actually... Rumbling Advance and Crushing Grasp, I can kill them both. Pretty sure. Oh, they go before me. That is not what I planned on. Oh, and he healed. Okay, we just lost. Okay, I didn't realize that that was going to play out that way. You can damage me, but yeah. They've been going at like initiative 60 most of the tutorial, so I didn't factor that in. I mean, I can drink my healing potion, but I don't know if I have enough cards left. I can kill... or at least do damage to this guy. And then move... here. That guy at least dies. Alright, so I have to short rest. Can I kill you with the rest of this stuff? This is attack 3. I'll still have Dirt Tornado, and then... this is attack 2, but it's on the other side. It should be okay. I don't know. I feel like I've misplayed this so badly it almost doesn't matter, but we'll see what we can do. I can Rumble and then Upheaval, but he has a shield. Maybe I can use the earth element. We'll see. Immobilize doesn't seem very good against his shield. Alright, this is attack 3. Target all adjacent enemies. That's okay. Yeah, I think that's the best thing I can do because what I'm not understanding, but rumbling advance generates earth energy, right? Free damage. Yes, so it goes through their shield. So let's try that. Alright, he's going on 20 again. So if I move... Okay, I did that. And then... consume earth. And hit the guy. Now this won't kill him, but it does a lot of damage. Oh, but it's well, yeah. Oh no, it doesn't do a lot of damage. Target all enemies up to 2 hexes away instead. No, that's okay. Hmm. Yeah, this guy healing annihilates me. I just don't have enough damage. I wonder if I can just, like, restart the tutorial over. I might as well just abandon it. We'll get there. Alright, let's try it again. Alright, so... we did this one right before, obviously, because we... opposing strike, avalanche, and selection. Alright, so what we need to do first is avalanche, and we'll charge it up, and then hit both of these right here. Wonderful. And then we will do opposing strike. End the turn. Take damage, burn 1 card, or burn 2. We'll take the damage. That guy's dead. So this is the turn where I need to make sure that I do enough damage. To finish them off, because this guy's going to want to heal. Massive boulder. It's nice. We'll burn it. Alright, now... let's see. I can make this do 2 damage, Dirt Tornado, on the top. But then what do I got on the bottom that's actually going to kill these guys? This makes them take an extra damage from rumbling advance and generates earth energy. I don't know what muddle does. Maybe a muddle will prevent him from healing. So what we can do is then take rumbling advance and dirt tornado and just see if these will do enough damage. Oh, okay. It just gives them disadvantage. Thank you. Alright, so... we want to move here. Okay. And then... so it's... oh, it's not available right now. It's available next round. No. I don't even think that this will do damage to them, but it will muddle them, at least. We'll take the damage, that's fine. So now they're almost dead. They have 1 health each. Honestly, if I just walk by them again with, oh, where is that? No, I don't have that anymore, but I can... I have 2 attacks. This will definitely kill 1. Target all adjacent enemies, attack 3. This should kill him. Does the skull icon mean that it's going to kill them? Like this lethal damage? Next to the word attack, there's just like a purple skull. I just didn't know if that meant anything. Or that just means, like, that he's Skeleton Man. Anyway. All right. Got it. Got it. Okay. Well done. That looked like an unmanageable situation at first, but as you saw, if you play your cards right, wink wink, you can navigate even the trickiest situations. Alright. Sweet. So now, just one last one. That's right, I need that Final Fantasy music for sure. Why do all the fighting when you could summon something to do it for you? Oh, a summoner, okay. Sweet, let's see. What you got? Meet the final member of your starting roster, the Mind Thief. What she may lack in physical prowess is made up for in her ability to control the actions of enemies and summon allies to the battlefield. Summons autonomously act directly before the turn of the summoner, always performing a move X, attack Y action, where X and Y are their respective base stats. Okay. I'm fighting some really scary stuff in the Upside Down here. As the Mind Thief was out hunting demons, you are about to face a more serious enemy, the Night Demon. These harrowing creatures have an inherent ability to give disadvantage to all attacks targeting them, making them often tricky to deal with. Perhaps you can try taking them down with a non-attack source of direct damage. For this round, summon an ally and kill a Night Demon. A top tip for you: enemies will prioritize your summon, or if you're at the same range, use this to your advantage. Okay. So we need to summon an ally and kill a Night Demon. So we have Empathic or Empathetic Assault. It's a cold attack that does 4 damage at 5 range. That's very good. But we get disadvantage. So instead, we need to, like, yeah, exactly, push them or pull them into the traps. Let's see, what do we got? Summon a Plague Rat. Immobilize, move. Force one enemy within range 4 to perform move 1 with you controlling the actions. Sweet. Okay. And this will do 3 damage. Perfect. So what we'll do is we'll have to go really slow if we want to do Parasitic Influence and Gnawing Horde. But it seems to be the way to win. Yeah, they go way before us, so hopefully they stand next to the traps. Ow. This is scary. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and force this guy to move here. Dead. Summon the Plague Rat right there. End the turn. Now your final objective, kill the remaining Night Demons. One of the Mind Thief's signature traits is to access cards with augment abilities such as Withering Claw. While active, these grant persistent buffs to her melee attacks, but she can normally only have one augment active at a time. They handily always come with an attack attached too, in addition to setting up the augment. Okay. These demons are creeping me out, so I'll leave it to you from here. Wait a minute. Good luck. Okay. So this guy's going to go before me, doing his thing. And I could use this and then Withering Claw. I could use Empathetic Assault and Withering Claw. And then basically, like, move next to this guy and hit him. But I want to move over here instead, probably, because I want this guy to probably fight my dude and not me. His base stats are... He does 2 damage, so he doesn't do a lot. Withering Claw says attack 1 when another augment is played. Discard, discard. Add Muddle and Poison. So poison is probably a damage effect that he can't do anything about. That's what we're going to hope for. I can also move and attack. But no, we want this and this, I believe. So we go before them. They're going to move 4 and attack 2. Alright, so my guy's going to attack. Oh, wait, no, I looked at this wrong. I looked at that scary picture and I thought that was the bad guy. No, that's them. Okay, they're attacking my summon at least, which is great. Okay. Do you get to move your rat? I thought it just acted, like, autonomously or whatever. So somebody got poisoned, right? No, I want to... Does poison do 1 damage each turn? How do I see that? Dark element is strong. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to hit this guy with my Withering Claw. And poison adds 1 damage to your attacks on the target. If it already has a stack of poison, can it get another stack and take even more damage? Or is there only 1 poison condition at a time? 1 stack? Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that then. Maybe I should have gone for the other one. Okay. That's nice. I assume invisibility breaks if you move. Oh, nice. Okay, let's go ahead and do scurry and this. There you go. That guy at least died. And then now, well, I was going to mind control it, but... we don't really want to do any of this stuff. I guess I'll move and then do submissive affliction. It does something. Oh, wait a minute. No, this will do a lot. I forgot. My augment is still active. My withering claw. For some reason, I misunderstood that, so it's still going. So we put muddle and poison on the guy. So he will hit my rat. And then I've got... I have to take a short rest here. Alright, so now I should be able to... Empathetic Assault and Fearsome Blade. Like, the combination of those two should do this. Alright, we get to go first. The rat's attacking. The rat MVP. Take that. Alright, get the money. Okay, great. Victory. I guess you too can consider yourself a demon slayer now, huh? Oh, it was Demon Hunter? Whatever. The point is, well done. Alright, so that means we've completed all of the tutorials. And so now it's time to actually do the campaign. What do you guys recommend? Should I do the Guildmaster? It says a new digital-only mode designed for players to master Gloomhaven's rules and mercenaries with over 100 new missions, or do the campaign. Alright, Scott. Thanks so much for your help, my friend. Good night. Play the original board game's campaign and face the horrors beyond the walls of Gloomhaven in a 95-quest campaign, plus any unlocked expansions, which I have none. So I guess I'll try the campaign. Okay, so we could buy Jaws of the Lion, which you guys were talking about, but we'll go ahead and just do the campaign and do a new one. Now, the guild name will be Incompetent. Incompetence. Indeed. Okay. So the difficulties, I could be easy, which monsters, traps, and goal will be one lower. Normal, let's just do normal, which is basic. So I don't want to, I'm not ready for hard, brutal, or deadly, good lord. Ability enhancements. Enhancement settings cannot be modified once it starts, so updated. Temporary enhancements will affect individual mercenaries and can be removed to regain 75% of their original costs. The costs have also been rebalanced to encourage experimentation, and this is recommended. Okay, I like experimentation, so I'll try the updated ability enhancements. And house rules. I think I'll put everything at default, like... Or, no, yeah, anything they recommend is fine. Let's go. And downloadable content, the solo scenarios, and Jaws of the Lion. Okay, cool.
Welcome to the harsh lands of Gloomhaven, recruit. You think you have what it takes to become a mercenary out there on the edge of the world?
I hope so.
You're paid to venture into the darkest forests of the region and to step into ancient crypts with the unmistakable stench of death and rotting flesh. Lovely places to earn a name for yourself. Be ready to face cutthroats, undead, fearsome tribes, and dreadful demons from other realms. You didn't find yourself as a mercenary without knowing how to crack a few skulls, did you?
Before going into the harrowing wilderness surrounding Gloomhaven, you'll need at least 2 mercenaries in your party, brave or greedy enough to seek out adventurers in exchange for gold. Oh, okay, Juju. Thank you for explaining that. Yeah, they both sound fun. On your left, you'll find the party panel. Here, you'll see the basic information of the mercenaries in your party. Click on the first character slot to open the roster panel. I did it. You can create, view, and add mercenaries to the current party using the roster panel. Right now, it's looking as barren as the Copperneck Mountains, so best click on New Mercenary to create your first character, indeed. Alright, so these are the ones that we've unlocked. We've got the Brute. Good choice. Now remember, looks aren't everything. Merc's ability cards are what define their actions in battle. You can click the Starting Ability Cards button to make sure this is the right mercenary for your party. Once you're sure of the decision, hit Select Mercenary to move forward. Okay, so, I know. It's incredibly embarrassing. I've never heard Coppernecked in that fashion before, and honestly, if you wouldn't have told me, I would have thought it was a compliment. Okay. Brute, Tinkerer, Scoundrel, Cragheart, Mind Thief, Spellweaver. I don't know why, but I really like this guy because he's made of rocks. And he doesn't excel in any one aspect. He needs obstacles. Hard to read facial expressions. I like how that's a weakness of this guy. Come on, this dude's awesome. Yeah, break everything. All right. Okay. Seems right. And a personal quest is the mercenary's sole reason for adventuring. Once the objective is complete, the merc will retire. That's classic fading. Beware, when mercenaries retire, they'll no longer be a playable character. Oh. Huh. So it's like this person will just do their thing and retire. Interesting. Well, if I do, though farewells can often be bitter, sometimes things have to move on to give way to new horizons. Completing personal quests and retiring mercenaries is the primary route to unlocking new character classes. Oh, okay. Yeah, but it's good because it unlocks new one. Fading, that's such a great point. It does sound ridiculous, right? Like you're running an operation and somebody's like, well, I've been working here for 50 years. I think it's time for me to retire. I'm 70 years old. And you're like, what? Retire? That's so inconvenient for me as the manager. There's no retirement. It's not possible. Yeah, exactly. Get back to work. Never use the R word around me again. You can select them as a new merc, but it's intended to have you try different parties. It's cool. It makes sense. It's like there's a story to tell, right? Like, you know, you running a guild and people come in and out. Do you remember Rocky? He was great. All right. And if we pick this, we get to unlock, I don't know what that, it looks like a saw. And then we get 1 prosperity. I wish I knew what that meant. But okay. Let's try finding the cure. We're looking for the cure. At first, it was just a cough. One of your neighbors keeping you up at night, but then it spread and got worse. Blood, boils, and death. The elder says a cure can be found deep inside the Dagger Forest. The forest imps know the way. If you can gather enough of their essence, you may be able to find the way yourself. I know. I mean, Bonesaw is ready. I didn't know that Macho Man Randy Savage was rendered in Gloomhaven, but I'm excited to try. Rocky's in. That's one merc sorted, but you'll need a minimum of 2 mercenaries before you can go out seeking adventure. It's important to build a party of mercs who complement each other in battle. Click on the second character slot in the party panel to create a new character. Note that you can't have more than 1 merc of the same character class in the party at the same time, so be sure to create a different one. Okay, so we're going to click over here, and we're going to make a new mercenary. And I do want to complement, right? And the way that we complement is... I do like the Spellweaver a bit, but maybe we should just go with a Scoundrel to just be straightforward, get a bunch of money. We'll try to take all the gold. That's good. What is a good name for this scoundrel? Tammy. Class act all around. Oh, gold is not shared across mercs. Oh, okay. I thought, like, as the runner of this mercenary guild, which is what I envision myself to be as, like, the manager, I siphoned off all gold and gave them, like, 5%. Yeah, the bangs, they don't seem good for accuracy. Alright. Battle Legend. Oh my god, I gotta have a bard. I want the bard so bad. Tammy's in. Before heading out on your first quest, you should gear up. After all, it's your first time out in the open. You'll notice each mercenary has a modest stash of gold. It's encouraged to take that money over to the merchant shop and spend it on anything that might keep you from dying. Yeah, Crave, I'll try a full party. Looks like they want me to do this first. Oh, look at this guy. He's like, I am not going to rip you off. Remember, each mercenary has his or her own stash of gold and a personal inventory, so make sure you click on the right mercenary's portrait before you purchase an item. When ready, click the world map button below to return to the world map. Alright. So, Rocky, you got 30 gold. Do you need anything? Eagle Eye Goggles. During your attack, gain advantage on the entire attack action. That's pretty nice. Iron Helmet. When attacked, consider any ×2 attack modifier of the card the enemy draws to be a +0 instead. That's sweet. What was that, a ×2? Yeah, man, double damage. Nuh-uh. Noxon Helmet. Hide armor, leather armor. The next 2 times you are attacked, the attacker gains disadvantage on the attack. On the next 2 sources of damage, you gain shield 1. I do like the heater shield. Rocky, you're getting a shield, and you're getting this helmet. Just in case, Rocky. Tammy! I like these Eagle Eye Goggles, because then we can just, like, you know, multi-target and devastate things. These are good for getting around. I'm gonna buy this. I should be buying potions, but I'm not being smart. Okay. World map. Yes, thank you, Juju. I assumed that, like, if it shows it tapping, that means it gets exhausted and you can refresh it. But then the X means one and done. Gotcha. Gloomhaven isn't known for its well-mannered folk and good Samaritans, but there's a lot to gain from its city streets. You could choose to partake in city encounters by clicking this button below. Oh, thank you, Crave. It's encouraged that you do this whenever you're in the city, as they often give good rewards. If you ever find a quest that looks too hard or one you've repeatedly failed to complete, the Temple of the Great Oak can grant you its blessing. For a fair price, of course. You could choose to access the temple using this button. The first quest location is marked just north of Gloomhaven. You'll see it flagged with an icon. As you progress, more quest locations will appear across the map. To keep track of them, you can use the quest log on the right-hand side of the screen. Click on the black barrow or the entry in the quest log to select the quest. You can embark upon a quest with up to 4 mercenaries, but the more mercs you bring, the more dangerous the quest will be. Once you set out for a quest, you won't be able to change the members of your party until you return to Gloomhaven. Okay. So, first of all, Merchant, Temple, City Encounter, Gloomhaven. I think I'm going to take Crave's advice and just get some more peeps. So, I would like to have a Brute as well up on the front line. And, you know, this is Reginald. And we can unlock the Lightning Bolt or the Tentacle Beard. Vengeance. Yeah. I choose Vengeance for the Lightning Bolt. Reggie's in. Alright. Great. And then let's make another one. And I can't resist. I gotta go Spellweaver. You know, I mean, she's got all these shards everywhere. Just Shardina feels right. Corey's a good one too, Ethrun. Okay, so I can unlock the Triforce or Swirlies. Well, looks like we get... Oh, we gotta kill demons. That seems complicated. But we'll try it. We want Link in our party. Alright. She's in. And then we'll leave this screen. And then now I'm going to go into my man's equipment. This is your... Oh, here you go. In the equipment panel, you'll find the different types of items a mercenary can carry. Clicking on an item slot will display all the items of that type that the mercenary owns. If the item slot is gray, it means you currently have no items of that type. Right. Oh, okay. I've got... I got my iron helmet, I got my heater shield, and then I got nothing else. So hopefully that means that they're equipped. God, I hope so. You're good. Alright, and then you. Yeah, you got that. Now, these people have gold, so we need to go back to the merchant with Reggie. And, Reggie needs probably also... What's the Warhammer do? Stun seems good. Reg, we're going to get you the Warhammer, so you can stun him. Shardina, what works for you? I think, like, moving around is probably pretty good. Oh, okay. Thank you, Juju. Although the Eagle Eye goggles... it's tough. You're getting special shoes... and a healing potion. Jackpot. Alright, so now let's try the city encounter. What do you got for us? You awake in the middle of the night to the sound of alarms ringing in the west. You recognize them as the warning clangs of an attack on the wall. Any force bold enough to assault the defenses of Gloomhaven can't be good. For a moment, you are grateful for the prolific number of guards defending the city, but still, there's always the possibility that the guards may not be enough. Look at this choices. Aid in defense of the city, or the guards are distracted. Time to loot. We aid in defense. Gloomhaven's prosperity has been influenced by your actions. Once enough prosperity is gained, Gloomhaven's wealth will increase. Increasing Gloomhaven's wealth will unlock new items in the merchant shop and allow you to create new characters of a level equal or lower to the current Gloomhaven wealth. Oh, okay, cool. You rush toward the west gate, eager to fight back the invaders. As you approach, you see a mass of vermlings climbing over the wall and attacking the guards with daggers and arrows. You yell and charge into the battle. It is a rough fight, but you emerge victorious, covered in fur and blood. Disgusting. The citizens of Gloomhaven remain safe and the town is free to grow and prosper. Alright, so we got some free experience and some prosperity. Fantastic. Okay. Now, we can go to the world map, and we can have a picnic over in the Corpse Wood, or we could go up here to the Black Barrow, embark on your first quest, kill all enemies in all rooms. Now might be a good time to go through the mercenaries' ability cards and inventory to make sure they're battle ready. In the quest description, you can see the enemies you'll face. Hovering over them will reveal their stats. Alright, so there's a bandit archer, a bandit guard, and living bones. We've encountered these many times in the tutorial, so I'm familiar with them. We can get an unclaimed chalice and a treasure chest. Traveling.
Everyone needs to eat. Whatever your reason for coming to Gloomhaven, out here on the edge of the world, that simple fact is never going to change. A mercenary can't fight on an empty stomach. So when Jexera, a Valrath woman wearing a red cloak and enough gold jewelry to keep you fed for a decade, approaches you in the Sleeping Lion and offers to pay you 10 gold coins to track down a thief and retrieve some stolen goods, well, seems like as good an excuse as any to sober up and start paying off your tab. This thief has taken some important documents, says the red-skinned merchant, her tail whipping about in agitation. I don't care what you do to him. Just bring back what is mine.
You scare me.
Based on Jexera's description, it was easy enough to knock around a few alley thugs and get a location of the thieves' hideout. You don't find yourself as a mercenary way out in Gloomhaven without knowing how to crack a few skulls.
I crack 'em.
So your target is the Black Barrow. Sounds like a lovely place.
It is. It's where I summer. Walking a path between a small grove and a steep cliff, you suddenly find yourself facing a massive group of felled trees blocking the road. The placement of the trees seems odd, and you have a wary, suspicious feeling about the whole situation. Clear the trees from the road. It's the best way through and will help other travelers. Take the time to find a way around the trees. It's an ambush. You head into the underbrush of the grove and get around the felled trees, but it's rough going. The growth is very dense and there are quite a few prickly thorns to contend with. Each character starts the next scenario suffering 2 damage. Fantastic. These thorns do more damage than a skeleton.
The hill is easy enough to find. A short journey past the new market gate, and you see it jutting out on the edge of the Corpse Wood. looking like a rat under a rug.
Oh, how charming.
Moving closer, you see the mound is formed from a black earth. Its small, overgrown entrance presents a worn set of stone stairs leading down into the darkness. As you descend, you gratefully notice light emanating from below. Unfortunately, the light is accompanied by the unmistakable stench of death. You contemplate what kind of thieves would make their camp in such a horrid place as you reach the bottom of the steps. Here, you find your answer. A rough group of cutthroats who don't seem to have taken very kindly to your sudden appearance. One in the back matches the description of your quarry.
Before entering a dungeon, each mercenary must choose one out of 2 battle goals. A battle goal is a secret objective the mercenary tries to complete inside the dungeon. Failing it has no drawback, but successfully completing it and the scenario will earn the character the rewards shown. Alright, so I can go for Explorer, reveal a room tile by opening a door on your turn, and you get a perk point. Or Professional, use your equipped items a number of times equal to or greater to than your level, +2 during the scenario. I think we could take Explorer. You'll be out in front. That seems fine. Workhorse, gain 13 or more experience points during the scenario, or kill 5 or more monsters. Yeah, we'll go with Sadist. That seems right for Tammy. Reginald, loot 5 or more gold piles, or loot no gold piles or chests. Wow. But you get 2 perk points. We'll do Indigent. Get the 2 perk points. Protector, allow none of your allies to become exhausted during the scenario. Well, we'll just pretend that's going to happen.
Take care of these unfortunates, your target says, backing out of the room. You can vaguely make out his silhouette as he retreats down a hallway and through a door to his left. Well, it's not every day we get people stupid enough to hand-deliver their valuables to us, grins one of the larger bandits, unsheathing a rusty blade. We'll be killing you now.
You need to learn better blade maintenance. What is that, rust?
Joke's on them. If you had any valuables, you probably wouldn't be down here in the first place.
That's true. Was there a way for me to change my party positioning? I really didn't want my Spellweaver to be in the front. Should have done that before. Anyway, this game has really impressed me, and oh, I could change it now. You can just move them around before the battle starts, like pick them up and move them around. Okay, oh, I see. So I can... Thank you. Oh, good. I was like... Uh-oh. Thank you, thank you. Perfect. Well, I gotta tell you, this game has really impressed me, and I'm enjoying it immensely. I can't wait to get into this campaign and explore it further, but it's indeed my bedtime. It's actually well past my bedtime, but I was having so much fun. I'm going to have to end it here, and I hope you all have an excellent evening or day. I will be playing again Soul Lash 2 on Monday, or maybe it's Sunday for the Turn-Based Fest. I'll have to look. It's the 8th. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope you all have an excellent day. Thank you so much for hanging out for the Turn-Based Thursday Fest, playing some Gloomhaven, helping me to learn it. It's complicated but awesome, and I can't wait to try it more. Monday, very good. Juju, Neko, Crave, Alex, Sergeant Slaughter, Fading, Heathrun, Neko, Evil, Aurelio, Jared, thanks again for the raid, Scott, true. Everybody out there, Sydney, take care. Have a great one.